You're watching, yes, the Yankees Entertainment and Sports Network.
Yesterday, the Yankees closed out the series in Minnesota with a win over the Twins, and they took the Twins 2 out of 3 over the weekend. Well, now the Yankees will move on, and they'll play here in Texas, where they hope to stay as hot as the Texas Heat against the Rangers. Maybe that's the only thing that can cool the Yankees off, a bucket full of ice. Tonight is Alex Rodriguez's birthday, number 40 for Alex, and he's been red hot. As tonight, the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It'll be the Yankees against the Texas Rangers in the first game of a 4-game series from Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Hi, everybody. Ken Singleton along with John Flaherty. Yes, it's Alex Rodriguez's birthday, but you know, Flash, the way he's been playing this season, it's been like a season-long celebration for Alex.
Well, he has a lot of reasons to be happy about the way his year is going. Coming into the season, everybody was curious about home run number 661. It came against Baltimore at Yankee Stadium. The next milestone was going to be hit number 3,000. That again at Yankee Stadium against Justin Verlander, another home run. And then you think to Saturday in Minnesota, Alex Rodriguez had one of those special days. 3 home runs. The last one ties it up. The Yankees pick up a victory and pick up a series win, and they move on here to Texas.
Let's look at the numbers for Alex Rodriguez in this 2015 season. The Yankees have played 90 games, and you can see Alex Rodriguez 277, 23 home runs, 58 runs batted in Alex has played, and an on-base percentage of .375, and the slugging is very good as well. Let's check out tonight's pitching matchup, which is brought to you by People's United Bank N.A. See what know-how can do for you. For the Texas Rangers, it's going to be Matt Harrison with a 1-1 record. Ivan Nova will get the start for the Yankees tonight, Flash.
Well, Ivan Nova coming off a win his last time out, and I thought, Kenny, his stuff was not great early on. It got better as the game progressed. The curveball, always a big pitch for him. He can spot his fastball, picked up a couple of strikeouts and kind of grinded out a win. And then Matt Harrison is only going to be his 3rd start back tonight off of the disabled list. When you think of Harrison, the left-hander, he comes right at you with his fastball, throws it over 70% of the time. He too picked up a win his last time out in Colorado. Should be a good matchup here in Arlington.
Matt Harrison is going to try and slow down the hot Yankee bats. The Yankees have been hitting the long ball on this trip. Can the Yankees continue to go deep in the heart of Texas? It's coming up next on Yes. Energy shots. Have you tried great tasting 5-Hour Energy lately? By La Quinta Inns and Suites. Wake up on the bright side at La Quinta Inns and Suites. Book now at lq.com. By Advanced Radiation Centers of New York. When it comes to fighting cancer, precision is everything. Call 844-2-RADIATION-DOC. And by Honda. Great deals are on at the Honda Summer Clearance Event. Well, there's a good look at the outside of Globe Life Park, and now we come inside where it is a hot summer day here in Texas as the Yankees and the Rangers are getting ready to get this 4-game series started. A lot of Yankee fans on hand just about everywhere the Yankees go, and of course the Ranger fans will see if their hometown team can slow down this Yankee team, which now has a 6.5-game lead in the Eastern Division. Let's check out the Yankees starting lineup, which is always presented by Lexus. And at the very top tonight, it's going to be Brett Gardner. He'll be in center field. Chris Young will be in left field batting second, followed by Alex Rodriguez, the designated hitter. The cleanup hitter tonight is Mark Teixeira. He'll be at first base. Brian McCann will do the catching. Carlos Beltran is out right field. Chase Headley's at third. D.D. Gregorius will be at shortstop. And batting ninth and playing second base, Brendan Ryan.
Well, manager Joe Girardi sends that lineup out against the left-handed starter Matt Harrison, who's starting his warm-up tosses. We'll look at his numbers on the year, and there aren't too many numbers. This is only going to be his third start back off the disabled list, 1-1 with a 5.40 ERA. We'll check out our pitcher scouting report, which is brought to you by your Tri-Honda dealers. He was on the DL a long time because of spinal fusion surgery. He was activated July 4th. And he picked up his 50th career win his last time out against the Colorado Rockies, 6 shutout innings. And does a great job with the running game. There have not been any stolen bases the last 25 regular season starts for Harrison. I know it's been spread out over a couple of years because of the surgery. Does a great job with the running game.
Yeah, it's not only just one surgery, it's multiple surgeries. He's had 4 surgeries, including 3 on his back, and a few of those surgeries were career-threatening. But Matt Harris is on the mound tonight against the Yankees. Let's check out the Rangers defense presented by Geico. In the outfield, Hamilton, Martin, and Chu. In the infield, from third to first, Beltre, Andres, Odor, Moreland. And doing the catching, Robinson Chirinos for Matt Harrison. Looks like we're going to have a good crowd on hand here in Texas, and that's right, Alex Rodriguez's birthday, and it is one of those type of nights here in Texas. It always seems that the Yankees come to Texas in July for their lone visit to play the Texas Rangers here in the Lone Star State. And it is temperatures near triple digits during the course of the day, and it's supposed to be that way for the remainder of this series. So Alex Rodriguez, who played here for the Texas Rangers, of course, should be used to this type of weather. But can you ever get used to it? 97. Today it got up to 100 degrees earlier this afternoon. Right now it's cooling down just a bit. You're just about ready to go here. Brett Gardner's in the batter's box. Jacoby Ellsbury getting the night off. He ran into the wall making a catch yesterday afternoon in Texas, early in the ball in Minnesota, and shook up his shoulder. They say he's okay. Should be back in the lineup tomorrow. Here's the first pitch of the ball game, and it is in there for a call strike to Brett Gardner, who's in the leadoff spot tonight. Gardner went 3 for 11 in the Twins series. Harrison deals, and that one's inside. The count evens at a ball and a strike.
Well, the Yankees know when you come to Texas it's going to be hot. We saw that 97 degrees, and you also know that the ball is going to fly here at Globe Life Park, Great Hitters Park.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. The last time Harrison faced the Yankees was August 14th, 2012. And that was a loss. Hiroki Kuroda pitched a 2-hit shutout in that ballgame.
Well, Harrison working his way back from those back surgeries. Fastball velocity only about 87.
That looked like a curve, and it just missed the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-3 in his career against the Yankees. The Rangers certainly looking for a boost from him in the second half of the season. 3-2 pitch, hit foul over near the Rangers dugout. Rangers have had a lot of injuries to their pitching staff, and you can go right to the front of it. Yu Darvish out for the season, Tommy John surgery. There's the new manager, Jeff Bannister, his first year managing in the big leagues. Previous 4 years, he'd been the bench coach for Clint Hurdle. Ground ball to second. Odor has it. Throws on to Moreland, and there's one out. Let's take a look at the official weather conditions presented by Bigelow Tea. 97 degrees, the wind at 9 miles per hour, humidity that's down there fortunately at 28%. Mostly clear and scorching hot. And there's going to be multiple fans in seats tonight.
What a good husband and father right there. Huh?
Yeah. Here's Chris Young. Young only had 2 at-bats in the series in Minnesota, but he had a double. And the first pitch is a little bit outside for ball 1. Of course, everybody knows the breakdown on Chris Young. He really is scorching against left-handed pitching. That's why he's in there tonight. Pitch is on the way, and it's ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the breakdown. 374 with 6 home runs against lefties. 176 against right-handers. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-0 pitch is poured in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Alex Rodriguez on deck. Pitch is hit high in the air to left field. Hamilton is there, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. It sounded like Young got that off the end of the bat. Let's listen as Alex Rodriguez comes to the plate. The former Texas Ranger. You know, that's going to be a customary greeting for A-Rod wherever he goes. It's with the exception of New York. But to me as a player, when the fans booed you on the road, it was some sort of incentive to do something to keep them quiet. First pitch is outside for ball 1. A-Rod was 4 for 8 in Minnesota. Didn't play yesterday. 3 of those 4 hits were home runs. That pitch is blown away, ball 2. And tonight, here are his birthday numbers. 13 games on his birthday. He's hit .340 with 5 home runs on his birthday and 15 RBIs. Happy birthday to me. .2-0 pitch hit on the ground to short for Andrus. He goes to his left, straightens, throws, and it's in plenty of time, and the Yankees go 1-2-3 here in the first inning. Harrison, 14-pitch inning, retires the Yankees. The Rangers are coming to the plate. Rangers starting lineup presented by your local Acura dealer. At the very top of the order, it's been Roughneck Odor at second base. Shin So Chu will be in right field. Prince Fielder to DH. Mitch Moreland, the cleanup hitter, followed by Adrian Beltre at third base. Josh Hamilton's in left field. Elvis Andrus will be at short. Leonis Martinez in center field. And Robinson Chirinos batting ninth and doing the catching.
That lineup for the Texas Rangers is going to face Ivan Nova, finishing up his warm-up tosses out on the mound. We'll look at his numbers on the season. Picked up a win his last time out. He is 2-3 with a 3.34 ERA. And we'll look at our pitcher scouting report, which is brought to you by your Tri-Honda dealers. And he had one of those wins his last time out. He had to grind it out a little bit. 6 innings, 2 earned runs, and only 3 hits. And you say, well, he only gave up 3 hits. Probably had pretty good stuff. Not really. Only 4 swings and misses in that game. That's the fewest of any start this year for him. But there's a trend. He's doing a great job with runners in scoring position. .074 batting average in those situations.
Here's Roughneck Odor, the second baseman. He's going to lead it off, and the first pitch is downstairs for ball 1. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Odor had a great road trip for these Texas Rangers. Hit 400 on the trip. And the pitch is hit on the ground. And Brendan Ryan going to his left will throw out Odor, and there's one down. And let's take a look at the rest of the Yankees on defense. We'll start with the outfield. Chris Young is out in left field. Brett Gardner will be in center. And Carlos Beltran is in right field. Headley, Gregorius, you saw Ryan at second base along with Teixeira at first, and Brian McCann doing the catching tonight. Shin So Chu, the right fielder. Chu's been swinging a pretty hot bat of late for these Rangers. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. The Rangers on their road trip had a 9-game trip. They went 5-4. And Chu was 8 for 20 on that trip in the last 6 games. And he hits a high fly ball to left field. This is going to chase Young back. He's there. Makes the catch for out number 2.
Kenny, I think if you look at these Texas Rangers, it's pretty much the way it's been in the past. Offensively, not too bad. 423 runs. That's 5th in the league. They do steal bases, but the pitching staff has been an issue, and they're not catching the ball this year. Kind of explains why they're below 500.
Yeah, only the Oakland A's have made more errors than the Texas Rangers. Here's Prince Fielder having a heck of a season. 337 with 15 home runs, 58 RBIs. Missed all of last year, neck surgery. And he takes the first pitch downstairs for ball 1. Fielder has hit in 23 of his last 27 games at a .333 clip. And he leads the league in multi-hit games with 40. Taking again, and it's 2 balls and no strikes from Nova. Oh, this was at Yankee Stadium. The series that the Rangers swept the Yankees. And it looks like Prince Fielder had himself a good 3 days in New York. Bouncing ball, and it's going to be a fair ball. The first to Shreve with an easy play, steps on the bag. Nova throws 7 pitches here in the bottom of the first. No score as we head to the second. Toyota is the official hybrid vehicle of the Yankees, and this is how the conversation will go tonight with Johnny Cueto and Scott Kazmir-Dell. Which high-profile starting pitcher do you think is most likely to be traded? And Matt Swenson thinks it's going to be Cole Hamels, especially due to the fact that he just pitched a no-hitter. The Phillies need some prospects. Well, follow Yes Network and tweet us your responses using hashtag Yankees Prius to keep the conversation going. Matt Harrison misses with the first pitch of the inning. And the next pitch to Mark Teixeira, and that is in there for a strike, 1-1. Teixeira swinging a good bat, 5 for 12 in Minnesota. Multi-hit games in 6 of his last 8 ball games. 1-1 pitch is hit high and deep to left center field. Going back is Martin near the wall, looks up, and he got it. What a play! Teixeira robbed of a home run. Leonis Martin has not been hitting much this year, but he certainly can play a decent center field.
Well, this is surprising. When Mark Teixeira hits one and it has that good sound, you expect it to carry out, especially in this ballpark. And Martin, right at the wall, times his leap perfectly.
Wow.
Off the bat, I thought that was a long home run. Martin makes a nice play.
Well, Tex, who played here for the Rangers for a number of years, figures that, well, I thought I had enough. It's going to be hard to beat that for the play of the game. Here's Brian McCann, who takes a pitch inside for ball 1. We're going to take a look at this one on Yesmo, brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealer. McCann lines one foul. A ball and a strike.
You square one up in this ballpark. Like I said, it's got such a reputation for being a hitter-friendly ballpark. Martin just times it absolutely perfectly.
McCann takes a pitch downstairs to him. Now your feelings are hurt after you do that.
Mark Teixeira saying, I got 4 games here. That would have been a great way to start it off, and I'll get robbed of a home run.
McCann takes a pitch for a strike, and the count levels at 2-2. If he had one more Cheerio this morning, would have got out of here. The 2-2 pitch, and it's hit hard and foul behind Tony Pena, the first base coach. Odor will turn it into a souvenir. The shift is on against McCann. Rangers have 3 fielders on the right side. The 2-2 pitch is on the way, and he pops it up. And it looks like the shortstop Andrus will make the play, and that's out number 2. A number of these Rangers are swinging hot bats, and it includes their shortstop Elvis Andrus. So with 2 outs, nobody on, will bring up Carlos Beltran. The switch hitter batting right-handed tonight, and he takes the first pitch, and it misses ball 1. Beltran, a career .314 hitter against the Texas Rangers with 13 home runs. Off-speed pitch, that misses, 2-0. When you think of Matt Harrison, you think of the pitcher. He was a Ranger pitcher of the year a few years ago, 2012. He won 18 games, but then the injury set in. Off-speed pitch off the end of the bat. Odor throws on the first, and that's it. The Yankees go in order, but the Yankees just missed getting on the board. Mark Teixeira gets into one, but Martin times his leap perfectly. Ready for the bottom of the second inning. No score here in Texas. And Nova's first pitch at the bottom of the second inning is high and away for ball one. Moreland was the Texas Rangers Player of the Month for June. 9 home runs during the month. 9 of his 16 on the year came in the month of June, and he drove in 25 runs. Half his runs. Or almost half. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And he swings here and he pops it up to the left side. It looked like Chris Young got a late jump on that one. Still coming on, and he makes the catch. Only his good speed saved him. It looks as though the outfielders are getting poor jumps. Maybe they don't see the ball off the bat in the early going here.
Well, Chris Young has so much athletic ability. He's able to outrun some of the mistakes. A big swing by Moreland. You see Chris Young caught flat-footed out there. Gregorius coming over. It ends up being Young. A nice athletic play.
You know, with so many hitters pulled over, fielders pulled over to the right side, it leaves a soft spot out there. And that ball was directly behind Headley, so he had no angle to get to it. As Beltre takes a pitch downstairs for ball one. Adrian Beltre, who missed some time with a sprained thumb. Not having the year he had last year. 259, 7 home runs, 25 runs batted in for the veteran third baseman. Curveball nowhere near the strike zone. 3 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, the curveball was the pitch last time Nova took the mound that it took some time to really get going. In the 5th and 6th, it was a whole lot better than it was early on. You watch his stuff right now. The velocity hanging around 90. The curveball not great early on.
There's a strike, and it's 3-1. Last 4 seasons, and of course an injury this year for Beltre. The 3-1 pitch, and he swings it, hits it hard. Backhanded nicely by Headley. The long throw is in time for out number 2. Good defensive play by the Rangers, and Headley has one for the Yankees here in the second inning.
Well, they call it the hot corner for a reason. Headley does a nice job just hanging in there. Beltre in the hitter's count. He hits a rocket, a nice backhand. The rest of the play relatively easy with the strong throw.
Well, fans, Headley won a Gold Glove with the Padres a few years back, and I know he got off to a rough start this year with the Yankees defensively, but I'd say over the last month
it's settled down.
Yeah, he has settled down. You're right. Here's Josh Hamilton, and he loops one into left center field. That's going to be in there for a base hit.
We're going to take a look at our Rangers team scouting report, which is brought to you by Mohegan Sun. Full of action, full of possibilities, full of life. The Rangers have had their pitching problems. 4.38 team ERA. That's 14th in the American League. And the home field advantage has not been there yet. 16-26 at home. And you think with all these numbers, they might be sellers at the deadline. Their GM, John Daniels, said they will be buyers. They are in the Cole Hamels discussion about bringing him to Texas.
Well, they're on the periphery of the division race out west. But the fact is that maybe they're thinking along the lines of next year.
They're thinking Darvish comes back healthy.
Yeah.
Bring in a guy like Hamels. Be a tough 1-2, and they can hit.
Yes, they can. Andrus rips one to the corner as he jumps on the first pitch from Nova. Hamilton's the third. He's going to be waved home, and he will score the first run of the ball game. So without any delay, Elvis Andrus stretches a hitting streak to 7 consecutive games, and in the process picks up a run batted in, his 35th of the season.
Well, it was an innocent 2-out base hit by Hamilton, flipping one the other way, and then Andrus just rips one down the left field line. The only question with Josh Hamilton, who's had his injuries in the past, would he be able to score all the way from first? And he did. And the Rangers on the board. Their offensive numbers are pretty good, and they've been hot lately, like Kenny was saying.
305 as a team on their road trip. But they will tell you that this is going to be a tough homestand for them. They get the Yankees, the Giants, and the Astros on this homestand. Here's Leonis Martin. We told you, not hitting all that well this year, but a fine outfielder. Pitch is low for ball one. So Nova trying to stall Andrus at second base.
This is where Nova's been really good this year. Runners in scoring position, the batting average against .074. See if that trend continues. I know I keep bringing this up, Kenny, but I think back to Nova's last start. The first 4 innings, I thought his stuff was terrible. And you start wondering, coming back from Tommy John surgery, it's going to take some time to kind of get into the rhythm of the season. But maybe a little dead arm going through it at this point. We'll see if his stuff gets better.
Little roller to the first base side. It's going to be a foul ball. You know, it's interesting because they say it takes about 16 months for a pitcher to be well enough to pitch in the major leagues, but he's been out for that period of time, and it takes a while to get your feel for a major league game and facing major league hitters
and bouncing back start after start. You know, obviously his first start back after Tommy John was electric. You got to figure the adrenaline, and he's fresh now. He's kind of grinding through these appearances, back-to-back outings and stuff early has not been great.
Pitch to Martin, hit hard and into center field for a base hit. Andrus is going to score, and it's now 2-0 Texas. 3 consecutive hits with 2 outs, and the Rangers have put 2 runs on the board against Nova and the Yankees.
Yeah, the 2-out RBI base hits deflating for any team and any pitcher. And again, the curveball just kind of rolls. It didn't have that real good bite to it. And Martin takes advantage, just stays right on it, hammers it right back up the middle. Pretty good start to his night. A great defensive play, and then a base hit up the middle with 2 outs. The Rangers extend their lead.
Number 9 hitter Robinson Chirinos, the catcher, steps in, and he's been swinging the bat too. He's got a 4-game hitting streak. He's 12 for his last 30. In there for a call strike. Jerry Meals is the home plate umpire. Chirinos doesn't agree, but Meals made the call. Looks like Meals is doing all the staring.
Well, you got 7 more innings to work together, and you see why Chirinos has a little problem with that. That is way down. Wow. It was always tough, though, Kenny. You didn't want to argue too much because you wanted your pitcher to get the same pitch when you go back out there and play defense.
Runners on the move. The throw to second will be not in time, and it continues on into center field. Martin is headed for third, and he'll have a stolen base and reach third base on the error. On the throw by Brian McCann. Now McCann is saying that maybe he was interfered with.
Yeah, there was definitely, I don't know if there was contact, but Brian McCann had to work around Chirinos. He fakes the bunt. He doesn't lean across home plate. So he's fine. Brian McCann has to find a way to work his way around it. If you see Chirinos, he doesn't step towards the plate. Good jump by Martin. The ball just sails. You could tell Brian McCann was not comfortable right from the get-go with where Chirinos was in the box. Fakes the bunt, but he doesn't lean out over it. He holds his ground. That's fine. As a catcher, your responsibility is to work around him.
14th stolen base of the year for Martin. He continues on to third base on the throwing error. So he's 90 feet away with the count 1-1 on Robinson Chirinos. Foul back. Ball and 2 strikes. Nova in his career has done pretty well against these Rangers. 2 wins and no losses. But he finds himself down 2-0 here in the second inning. Breaking ball just spoiled by Chirinos. Pitch count up to 23. Nova had a 7-pitch first inning. That kind of saved them in this inning. he's had to work much harder here in the second. 2-2. Curveball misses down and away. Larry Rothschild, who saw a tremendous performance yesterday from Nathan Eovaldi. Eovaldi went into the 9th inning, finished with 8+ as the Yankees won 7-2 to make it 2 out of 3. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Rangers are finally retired after getting the first 2 outs. 3 straight hits for the Rangers produces a 2-0 lead.
Hashtag yes data strong fan, and you just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast. Brought to you by T-Mobile. Well, top of the third, Yankees have to play a little catch up here against Matt Harrison. It's going to be Chase Headley leading off on our Audi A3 scoreboard. 3 hits for the Rangers, 2 runs. The Yankees still looking for their first hit. 6 up, 6 down. Matt Harrison. Chase Headley, a pretty good afternoon yesterday, his 9th home run of the year, and he hits this ball well to right center field, and that's going to drop for a leadoff base hit here in the top of the third. Headley starting to pick it up a little bit offensively.
Yeah, he had 4 hits in Minnesota and 11 at bats. He's 1 for 1 now here in Texas. During the month of July, Headley's hitting a robust .344, and this is a rocket to the gap in right center field. You know you're hitting well when you get the ball out over the plate. You don't try and pull it. You pull that ground ball to short. You hit a rocket the other way.
Bring up Didi Gregorius playing shortstop tonight, hitting 8th. Picked up an RBI yesterday in Minnesota. His 21st of the year. Getting a start against the left-hander Matt Harrison. First pitch swinging, hits this ball well to right field. Chu goes back. And he doesn't have a play. It's going to be a 2-run home run for Didi Gregorius, his 5th of the year, and we're all tied up here in Texas.
Wow. Didi's having a good month overall. I mean, his overall play, he's hitting .266 this month. But he hasn't made an error this month at all. So he's playing well both sides of the ball, and he gets into this one. His 5th home run of the year, and it ties the ball game. Jumped on the first pitch from Matt Harrison. Bam! Kind of knew it as he dropped the bat. And when you drop your head, you kind of know where it's going.
You know what, Kenny, I was thinking it is a good matchup for him. Obviously left on left, but you don't think of Harrison as that lefty with a big sweeping breaking ball. A lot of fastball change-ups. Came right at him with a first pitch fastball, and he made him pay.
Yeah, I was talking to Joe Girardi before the game. I said I don't want to jinx Didi, but he hasn't made an error this month. His last error was June 21st.
Brendan Ryan hits this ball well down the left field line. Hamilton will not have a play. It'll be off the wall, and it bounces back towards the field of play. Ryan around second. He's going to go for 3. The throw is not in time.
Woo! Ryan took a chance with nobody out, trying to get the third. Jeff Banners is saying he's waiting for his replay people to let him know if he should challenge this. We'll take a look at it right at the end. It's going to be a close play. And wow, did he get him or didn't he? Here's another angle. The ball is in the glove. And I think that is too tough to overturn. There's not enough there to overturn this call. It is very, very close. Did he get him on the knee just before the foot hit the bag? And will the Rangers challenge it? And that is really, really close.
Looks like they're not going to challenge.
They're not going to challenge. They don't think it would be overturned. So it's going to be a 3-base hit for Brendan Ryan. And that's his second triple of the year.
Kenny, I was thinking Brendan Ryan, as they're waiting there to decide if they're going to challenge, his heart's probably pumping a little bit. The worst thing you can do is make the first out at third base.
Yeah, well, his heart's got to be pumping anyway, as hot as it is out here.
Bring up Brett Gardner with a runner at third, nobody out. Take strike 1.
Here's what the difference was on this play. Hamilton slips on the very hard warning track here. Everything is baked here in Texas. The infield, the outfield, the warning tracks. And here's where Ryan decides that he's going to turn it on. And he barely makes it to third with his second triple of the year.
The Yankees getting some production from the bottom of the lineup. A 2-run home run from Gregorius. Triple by Ryan. The Rangers playing their infield defense in, trying to cut down that run.
Well, the Yankees are a double away this inning from hitting for the cycle as a team.
Quick pitch by Harrison. Misses.
I think you're right about Harrison. He relies more on movement of his fastball, a little sink to it. He turns it over every once in a while with an off-speed pitch. Maybe doesn't throw quite as hard as he used to with all these back problems.
Again, another quick pitch up and in.
Oof.
You saw the numbers. Brett Gardner doing a good job with this situation. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. He's in the driver's seat right now, a 3-1 count.
He's been one of the better Yankee hitters this year with runners in scoring position.
Second 3-ball count for Harrison. There are the numbers Kenny was talking about. Runners in scoring position. He's not going to get a chance, as he will pick up a walk. We'll give Chris Young a chance. Pitching coach Mike Maddox out to the mound. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts or descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees.
Mike Maddox always with the pat on the chest as he departs to go back to the dugout. Like, you can get this done. This is a tough situation, though. One of the better hitters in the league against left-handed pitching at the plate, but runs at first and third and nobody out.
Middle infielders for Texas now settled back into double play depth. Chris Young, a fly ball to left his first at bat, and he drives one to left field again. Brendan Ryan will go back to tag. Hamilton the throw to second base. Nice job of situational hitting by Chris Young, and the Yankees take a 3-2 lead.
Didn't take long for the Yankees come back and erase that 2-0 deficit. And give Chris Young his 28th run batted in on the season.
One down, it'll be Alex Rodriguez. Get a ground ball to short, his first at bat. He had a day off yesterday in Minnesota. Didn't have to worry about a pinch hit appearance. His first pitch swinging, fouls it off.
But Chris Young hit that fly ball to left field. Of course, Brendan Ryan's got to tag up. But look at the unusual way that he creates momentum by pushing off, not off the bag, but pushing off the dirt behind the bag. Of course, he had plenty of time to score. And that's the way the Yankees' third run scored. That's a different way of doing it. I guess it's all in the result. It said that Alex Rodriguez had hit 5 home runs on his birthday during the course of his career. 3 of them as a Texas Ranger.
The 1-1 from Harrison. He's out in front. Beltre to second base. The smooth 5-4-3 double play, but the damage has already been done. Didi Gregorius, a 2-run shot. His 5th home run of the year tied it up. Chris Young with sacrifice fly, able to give the Yankees a lead, 3-2. For the Texas Rangers, Rougned Odor, and it was a little wake-up call. He made the team out of spring training, did not play well, was sent to the minor leagues, and he must have got the message because he just came off a big road trip. 400 batting average, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs in 9 games. When you have a trip like that, you're going to get the American League Player of the Week. Rougned Odor on a pretty good run. He'll lead it off here in the bottom of the 3rd. Von Nova now has the lead.
You know, the thing about it, Flash, when they sent him to the minor leagues, they gave him specific things to work on. And look at our Audi A3 scoreboard. The Yankees have come back. They lead 3-2. And evidently, as you said, it was a wake-up call. He got the message. And now he's come back to the big leagues with a vengeance.
Things have turned around. The batting average right up around 270. The 8 home runs, 34 RBIs. You saw him turn to double play. Has plenty of athletic ability defensively out there.
Yeah, it was very smooth the way he avoided Brett Gardner. Rangers have a very strong and talented middle infield. Odor and Andrus. Those 2 guys should be around for a long time. Here's Elvis.
Odor, a ground ball to second base, his first at bat. Pops this one up. Brian McCann, Chase Headley. Headley seems like he's calling it. And will make the play right in front of the Yankee dugout.
Headley had a long way to go. Of course, with these modern day shifts, third basemen are usually well off the line. And here he comes. Easier play for the third baseman than the catcher, and I guess everybody in the dugout was saying you got plenty of room. They wouldn't do that on the other side of the field.
One down will be Shin-Soo Choo. 0 for 1, a fly ball to left field, his first at bat. Don Nova trying to have a little shutdown inning, a rebound inning after a tough second where he gave up a couple of runs, a couple of 2-out hits.
Got to think that Choo must have been a candidate for American League Player of the Week. He hit for the cycle last Tuesday in Colorado, and he did it the hard way. The last hit was the triple.
You look up at the numbers, 232 batting average, 12 home runs, 45 RBIs, and this is the look at the cycle, Kenny.
Yeah, there's the double. Oh, there's the homer. You just see that swing. Just a single. And here's the triple. It's spacious Coors Field. I believe he went 4 for 5, so there was an out in there somewhere.
Well, if you think of a stadium that would be the best place to go for the cycle, it would be Coors Field.
Yeah.
Spacious, a lot of room for that triple.
The outfielders have to cover a lot of ground. And plus, if you hit one in the air and hit it pretty well, it usually gets out.
Yankees shifting on Choo. Will be a 2-2 from Nova. Check swing, foul ball.
Now, Choo in the past has been used as a leadoff hitter. That was mainly with the Cincinnati Reds. He left Cincinnati as a free agent. Signed with the Texas Rangers. Always had a good eye on base percentage. Not quite having that type of year this year.
Ooh. Swing and a miss right there. Good pitch by Nova. 2 quick outs here in the third.
Yeah, that was his best curveball of the night so far. Watch the bottom fall out of this one. Choo had no chance.
Fastball before that curveball was 94 miles an hour, so maybe things getting a little bit better for Nova. Good fastball curveball combination, 2 quick outs. Prince Fielder with a ground ball to first, his first at bat. He takes a breaking ball for strike 1.
We saw Prince's father on last Monday at Mariano Rivera's golf tournament. Cecil.
Played with Cecil with the Detroit Tigers, and Prince was a little kid, would be hanging around the clubhouse. Turned himself into a fine major league hitter.
Now, I heard when Prince was like 12 years old, he'd take batting practice at Tiger Stadium and hit him in the seats. At 12 years old?
12 years old. He was a big boy. He's a big man. He was a big boy.
Mm.
An 0-2 from Nova. Fielder spoils it.
Now, Fielder has 15 home runs, which is a pretty good total this time of year. Looks like he's on pace for near 30. But Cecil said he's turned it into a singles hitter. He's second in the league in hitting, and he's had 40 multi-hit games.
336 is legit. Another swing and a miss. Nova having a much better third inning than he did in the second. Picks up a couple of strikeouts. He's got 3 strikeouts on the game. Another look from the side, a big breaking ball and a swing and a miss. Yankees lead 3-2. the second game of this series, and you can only see it on Fox Sports 1. Coverage begins at 8 o'clock on Fox Sports 1 and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Top of the fourth, Mark Teixeira leading off. Robbed of a home run his first at bat.
Now we saw Nova with a nice bounce back inning after giving up the 2 runs. Let's see what happens with Harrison here in the fourth after giving up 3 runs last inning.
3-2 Yankees lead on our Lincoln scoreboard. 3 hits apiece, 1 error by Brian McCann, a throwing error. Mark Teixeira heading the count 2-0. You know, you watch Harrison pitch, Kenny. It's almost like as a hitter you can't try to do too much. He doesn't have velocity. It's 86, 87. It's a little bit of movement, location, occasional changeup.
That's why I thought that Headley's approach was just perfect. Hit the ball back through the middle or the other way.
Mark Teixeira hits a rocket right at the shortstop, Andrew. So Mark Teixeira has hit the ball hard twice tonight. Robbed of a home run. A line drive to short, his second at bat.
You know, that's when you're wishing maybe a broken bat single will show up somewhere. This is a rocket. Almost came out of the glove of Andrus at short. Watch it, the snow cone right at the very end. But he holds on to it for the first out of the inning.
1 down will bring up catcher Brian McCann. Rangers shifting on him. He takes a first pitch breaking ball for strike 1. Brian popped up his first at bat. He hits this ball foul. A little too quick out in front.
But you're right about the pitchers who aren't overpowering. They want you to hit the ball. They just don't want you to hit it hard. They change speeds, move the ball around. You're not looking for big strikeout totals. You're looking for big ground ball totals and little dinky pop-ups because they throw your timing off.
As a hitter, it's so easy when you leave that on-deck circle and you watch a guy like Harrison and you see that he's throwing 86 and you say, oh, this is going to be my day today. When you try to do a little bit too much, the movement gets you, a couple of pop-ups, ground balls, and you're in your locker after the game saying, how did that happen?
Yeah, you just had batting practice and they were throwing 76.
Yeah.
There's not that much difference.
Brian McCann works it back to a full count after being behind 0-2. Talked a lot about the heat early on in this game. 100 degrees here early as McCann hits a rocket to right field. It's going to drop in front of Chu. So a good at bat for Brian McCann, behind in the count 0-2, working his way back and picking up a base hit. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of water bottles drank in that dugout tonight, Kenny.
Here's a look at McCann going down and getting that one. This is about knee high. Good stroke, good follow through, extension, solid single. It's popcorn containers. Popcorn's gone, but they're still effective.
1 down will be Carlos Beltran. He hit a ground ball to second base his first at bat, and he takes strike 1.
You know, the thing about when we come here, I mean, every day it's supposed to be 100 or better. After 4 days, we leave. The people who work here and live here, they have to go through it for about a whole month or so.
Beltran hits this ball well to center field. Martin back. Makes the play just in front of the warning track, and Brian McCann scoots back to first base. Look at our Honda League leaders, which is runs scored in the American League. The Blue Jays at 528. The Yankees right behind, 453. Tigers, Astros, Rangers, and Angels round out the list. Instructor Jeff Pentland.
Yankees are up there in home runs as well. Tigers really took a hit in their run scoring ability when Miguel Cabrera went on the disabled list with the calf injury.
2 down to be Chase Headley.
You know, we just saw Jeff Bannister, the manager of the Texas Rangers, and we just came from Minnesota where we saw Paul Molitor, first-year manager. Molitor, a Hall of Famer. Each of these managers got to this job by different ways of going about it. Molitor, a Hall of Fame baseball player, 3,319 hits. Jeff Bannister, 1 at bat in the major leagues, and he got a hit.
He got a hit.
Yeah, he was 1 for 1. If he'd kept that up for his whole career, he'd been in the Hall of Fame too.
Big swing and a miss by Headley. Here's the resume. 18th Rangers manager, Pirates bench coach for the last couple of years. 29 years in the Pirates organization. As Kenny said, 1 career game, pinch hit single, go out on top.
Never played again in the big leagues.
Baseball lifer gets an opportunity to be a big league manager. Good for him.
That is good. Good story.
Be 2-2 to chase Headley.
That one must have gone around the plate, but it was close. Headley eyeballing. Yep. A little high, a little away.
3-2 count, 2 outs. Brian McCann will be on the move. Headley works underneath this one. It'll be a pop up to the right side. Moreland underneath it. Makes the play. So Matt Harrison. A nice bounce back inning after he had a rough 3rd inning. Yankees lead 3-2. Domino's. Order online and track your order. And by your tristategmc.com. And by RE/MAX. Nobody sells more real estate than RE/MAX.
Look at that hot dog. Wow.
They do things bigger in the state of Texas, don't they?
And that's called the boomstick. I guess it's a family hot dog.
Better be. Full meal right there. Von Nova back to work here in the bottom of the 4th.
Oh my goodness, what?
Wow.
Look at the raw onions. You toss a few of those on there too.
It's a lot to handle right there.
That should be at least 9 innings. They only sell them in the 1st inning.
Yankees lead 3-2 on our Lincoln scoreboard. Leading off the bottom of the 4th, Mitch Moreland having a nice bounce back season after being hurt. Last couple of years production has been down. This year staying healthy and swinging the bat well, and he hits this ball hard to left field. That is going to short hop the wall. A leadoff double for Mitch Moreland here in the 4th.
Well, he told you he was the player of the month for the Rangers in June, and it appears he's been not too shabby this month for the Texas Rangers. Pitch out over the plate. He drives it to the gap in left center field. This is a good piece of hitting here. Ball moving away. It's up and away, and he slashes at it. And right away, Chris Young is in a retrieving mode. This ball was hit hard.
Adrian Beltre with a hot shot to Chase Headley, his first at bat. Nothing to show for it as Moreland takes his lead off a second. First pitch swinging right back up the middle. Easy play for Ryan. Nice job of situational hitting by Adrian Beltre.
Veteran moves the runner 90 feet. The tying run just 90 feet away with one down.
One down, it'll be Josh Hamilton playing left field. He had a single and a run in that productive second inning. Rangers 1 for 3 runners in scoring position early on in this game. He's playing the infield back. Bad numbers against Nova. 636, 7 for 11. That'll make your drive to the ballpark a lot more enjoyable, knowing you're facing a starting pitcher you've been locked in against. See if Nova can figure him out here. A check swing. Did not go. Nova quickly behind 2-0.
Hamilton, of course, coming over from the Angels back to the Texas Rangers. He had been an MVP here with the Rangers a few years back. And documented the fact that he had a relapse over the winter. He told the Angels about it. They weren't very happy about it. And they felt they shouldn't have to pay him. Well, an arbitrator ruled that he should get the money. And then the Angels decided, we're going to trade him. And they traded him back to the Texas Rangers. This is where he's had his most success, with Texas.
3-0. Taking all the way. Kenny, I saw Josh Hamilton when he was a high school senior, and there you see the first 5 seasons with Texas, your MVP in 2010. My college coach was then a scout for the Marlins. They had the 2nd pick in the country. Tampa Bay had the 1st. Hamilton fouls this one off. It's going to find the seats. So I used to go work out with my college coach in North Carolina. And one day he said, hey, I'm asking this kid to come and, check out our workout, and it turned out to be Josh Hamilton. And I had never seen a display like I saw that day. He hit in the cage for a couple of hours. I mean, you would have thought this guy was in the big leagues already. And then he jumps on the mound and is throwing about 94 off the mound. Ended up being the 1st pick in the country by the Tampa Bay Devil Rays then. And obviously it's been a roller coaster ride ever since. Incredibly talented high school player. He's trying to pick up an RBI and tie this game up for the Texas Rangers. 3-2, a check swing. Third base umpire Paul Emil said he did not go.
So you're saying you hit in the cage? Was it on the field or in the mound?
No, it was in one of those hitting facilities. So we were indoors.
There's the check swing by Hamilton. He did not go. And that is the first walk handed out by Nova tonight.
First and third, 1 out. Shortstop Elvis Andrus comes up. He had a double and an RBI. His first at bat, first pitch swinging. Batting average now over 250 at 252. Nova looking for a ground ball, trying to get out of some trouble here in the 4th. Ooh. That's not going to help the cause for Ivan Nova.
A leadoff double followed by a ground ball to move a runner, and then a walk, and the target is away, so he missed by quite a bit as Andrus will take this one on the hip.
Bring up center fielder Leonis Martin.
You know, sometimes when a pitcher hits a batter and you go to the replay, you see the catcher was sitting inside, and the pitcher in his, he wants to get it in there, and he just goes a little too far in. That pitch was not the case there.
It looked like a curveball that he just lost a grip on, got away from him. So Nova in some trouble. Bases loaded, 1 out. Martin already with a base hit and an RBI. An outstanding defensive play in center field, robbing Mark Teixeira of a home run. So Nova's kind of had an up and down evening. The first inning was easy. The second inning he had to work. The third was easy. Now here in the fourth, bases loaded and 1 out. Pitch count at 51. He's only 6 for 17 with first pitch strikes. Big swing and a miss by Martin. Nova, when he is right, is one of those pitchers who can get a lot of ground ball double plays.
Right now he needs one of those easy ones, like a ground ball back to him. Pitcher the home, the first.
You see the pace is really slowed down as well. Bases loaded and 1 out. Trying to get on the same page with Brian McCann. Moreland off a third. Hamilton off a second. He rolls one over to Mark Teixeira, who's going to come home for the force. Nova got the ground ball. A nice play by Mark Teixeira going home.
Teixeira, no hesitation. He knew what he was going to do when the ball was hit to him. He was in tight about even with the bag at first, as you can see. So that tells you right away he's thinking about coming home if the ball comes to him. No hesitation, accurate throw. And the Yankees maintain their 3-2 lead, at least for now, as Teixeira, the veteran first baseman, makes a veteran type play. They always tell you in Little League, anticipate what you're going to do with the ball before it comes to you.
2 down will be Robinson Chirinos. Catching for the Rangers tonight and hitting 9th. He struck out his first at bat. Again, Nova struggling to get ahead in counts. Rangers did a great job of hitting with 2 outs in that second inning. Chirinos trying to get a big 2-out hit here against Nova in the fourth. Ground ball. Gregorius coming in over to Teixeira. So a nice job by Ivan Nova. Got himself in a little bit of trouble. Bases loaded and 1 out, and gets a couple of easy ground balls, showing a little emotion as he's walking to that Yankee dugout.
Texas Rangers. It's on to the 5th inning. Leading off for the Yankees will be Didi Gregorius. And he's the one who tied the score with a 2-run home run in the 3rd inning. His 5th home run of the year. He swung at the first pitch. Takes it here, and it's in there for a called strike. A solid line drive into the lower deck here at Globe Life Park in right field. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's off-speed pitch pulled foul, and it's 0-2. Gregorius will be followed by Brendan Ryan, and then the top of the order, and Brett Gardner. Matt Harrison done a decent job. First pitch strikes, 7 out of 17. As he deals the 0-2 pitch, and it's in the dirt. Gregorius does not offer, and the count moves to a ball and 2 strikes. Yankees winning 2 out of 3 in Minnesota. Trying to keep the line moving here in Texas. That's inside, and it's 2-2. Of course, the Yankees might have some revenge on their mind. The Texas Rangers swept the Yankees in New York earlier this year. That was back in late May. Pitch is fouled off. And it was kind of a one-sided series. I mean, the Rangers had their way with the Yankees. And I think the final game of that series, the Yankees had stretched a losing streak to 6 straight. The 2-2 pitch. And a little bouncer to the right side for Odor. And he throws out Gregorius, and there's 1 out. Let's go back to our Yes Network studios and Ryan Ruocco.
Second baseman Brendan Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan. As the Rays, well, their offense has struggled somewhat, but they have the lead tonight. Here's Brendan Ryan. Had a triple his first time up. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. He slammed one off the wall in left field in chasing the ball. Josh Hamilton slipped and fell, and Ryan made it to 3rd. He eventually came around to score the Yankees' 3rd run. The 1-0 pitch. There's a good changeup, and it's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Well, you think back to that first time through the lineup. Harrison came right at Gregorius and right at Brendan Ryan. Now he's changing it up a little bit. Good changeup there to Ryan.
There's another one fouled off the end of the bat. Just enough movement that you couldn't quite square it up. Ryan getting the start against the left-hander. You have to wonder if this is the way Joe Girardi's going to play from this point on. Stephen Drew against the righties, and Ryan against the lefties at second base. In the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch will be number 70 for Matt Harrison. Joe Girardi with a 6.5 game lead in the East. Ball is hit on the ground to 3rd. Beltre delivers the strong throw, and there's 2 down. Fans, this weekend it's a must-see soccer Saturday on Yes as NYCFC's new power trio of stars takes the spotlight in a match with the Montreal Impact. Watch New York City FC presented by Etihad Airways Saturday afternoon at 2 right here on Yes. So 2 up and 2 down for the Yankees here in the 5th inning. And back to the top of the order, Brett Gardner. Gardner's grounded out and drawn a walk. Now, even with 2 strikes, Beltre's in on the grass to guard against the bunt with Gardner at the plate. We haven't seen Gardner bunt in a while, maybe because he's been swinging such a pretty good bat. He feels comfortable. And the bunt might be a last resort. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that's low and away for a ball. The Yankees scored their 3 runs in the 3rd inning. Breaking ball misses, 2-1. single, a home run, a triple, a walk, and then a sacrifice fly off the bat of Chris Young gave the Yankees the lead. Nowhere near close to strike zone. It's in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike.
This is that count we were talking about early on, Kenny, where you can't try to do too much. You have Chris Young on deck. With Brett Gardner, you're probably going to get a good pitch to hit, but it's going to have some movement. Stay on it right back up the middle.
Call strike 2 from Jerry Meals, and the count is full at 3-2. That's not the pitch you want to offer at 3-1. That hit the corner. You're looking for something, as Flash was saying, a little more meaty towards the middle of the plate. Harrison with the 3-2 pitch. And it is called strike 3. Gardner caught looking. And Matt Harrison has himself a 1-2-3 inning against the Yankees here in the 5th. We played 4 1/2. It's 3-2 Yankees. As you can see, tomorrow night's ball game will be on Fox Sports 1. Then we're back on Yes Wednesday and Thursday. Then the Yankees will head to Chicago. And by the way, that game on Sunday the 2nd, that'll be the last game that's not in the Eastern time zone. So the Yankees road trips will be very short from that point on. As Nova drops a pitch in for a called strike to Odor, leading off the bottom of the 5th inning. There's another look at it. The Yankees homestand coming up. They'll have the Red Sox and Toronto. Odor is 0 for 2. He's fouled out and grounded out. That pitch is upstairs, and it's a ball and a strike. Flash told you that Odor, the American League Player of the Week. 3-2 on our Bigelow T scoreboard. Bottom of the 5th inning. One and two.
By the end of this road trip, things will be a little bit clearer around baseball with the trade deadline. Will be over on Friday. See if any of the big pieces get traded that are rumored to be traded.
Anybody hear anything about Cole Hamels? I haven't. Little roller to the right side. Ryan lays back, gloves it, throws it. One down here in the 5th. Odor is retired. Shin So Chu has fly to left and struck out swinging. I think Nova might have thrown Chu the best curveball of the night. Nova Next pitch will be number 60 as the Yankees go into the shift in the infield. And the pitch is fouled back. It's been a strange year for the Texas Rangers. As Flash told you, their home record is not a very good one. Lowest winning percentage in the major leagues at home. They've lost 10 of their last 11 here at Globe Life Park. That is high for a ball, but they have the most road wins in the major leagues because they've played a majority of their games on the road. But they've won 31 games away from Texas. The 1-1 pitch. Shouldn't say that because they do play Houston. 2 balls and a strike on Chu. Swing and a miss. I think there's a little cut on that fastball.
That's what it looked like. We're so used to seeing the sinking fastball. That had a little life inside.
Count is level. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Rangers right fielder. There's that curve, but this time it's in the dirt. The count has gone full at 3-2. Prince Fielder is in the on-deck circle. 3-2 pitch. Line drive. Gregorius with the short hop. Snags it, throws the first in time. That was a rocket, and Gregorius somehow stayed with it.
Well, Kenny, you mentioned earlier Gregorius playing much better defensively. Everything is settled down. This is a rocket to backhand. So give the Yankees credit. The shift works out perfectly right there. A hot shot. Gregorius just goes with the backhand. Smooth play.
Nice play by the Yankees shortstop. 2 up, 2 down, and the designated hitter Prince Fielder at the plate. And he fouls off the first pitch. Now here's with Fielder at the plate, a little different version of the shift. Still 3 on the right side, but Brendan Ryan moves a lot deeper into the outfield. Hit in the air softly to center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. So Fielder has his first hit of the night.
You're the type of fielder that or hitter that Prince Fielder is, hitting over 330. I mean, you're able to spray the ball all over the ballpark. Off the end of the bat, you just see the way he keeps his bat through the strike zone so long. Bat head comes right back out towards the pitcher, and that enables him to pick up a, you would call a soft hit. A good piece of hitting.
Right off the end of the bat. He's hitting 24 of his last 28 games. Here's Mitch Moreland's hit the ball hard twice. Ball 1 low and inside. Moreland's another one of these Texas Rangers had to deal with injuries over the last couple of years and having himself a nice year. I figure with 16 home runs he'll be knocking on the door or even step right through 25 home runs this year. Once again low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. A good stop by Brian McCann.
Couple of curveballs in the dirt. You see Brian McCann shift his body.
Nova's pitch count will be up to 70 on the next pitch. That was a tough one. Looked like it hit home plate and skipped. And that pitch misses. 3-0. As I look at Fielder at first base, if he had a shorter lead, he'd be in foul territory. That's about it. One, two, not taking any chances. The 3-0 pitch swung on and fouled off. Moreland had the green light. Rangers were going for the lead.
Moreland takes the type of swing you would expect. 3-0. One thought on his mind: if he gets something in her half, try to go deep. Now he'll probably settle back into the at bat.
Teixeira is now going to play behind Fielder. I think Fielder is kind of told the Yankees he's not going anywhere, at least on his own. Ball 4. Moreland draws a base on ball. Second walk handed out by Nova. And now the Rangers have the tying run in scoring position. And is that Larry Rothschild? Yeah, it is. Is he getting on the phone? He's on the phone. Phone's ringing out the bullpen. Nobody's picked it up as of yet. Yeah.
He's only at 72 pitches, but he's had to work hard tonight, especially in the second and the fourth.
You got to wonder in this heat too, do the managers go to their bullpen a little early? There's Chase and Shreve, the left-hander, getting up. Adrian Beltre up with 2 on and 2 out, and he'll take the first pitch in there for a call strike. Beltre with 402 career home runs. Takes one inside, 1-1. He is 3 behind Miguel Cabrera, who's currently on the disabled list, and 5 behind Hall of Famer Duke Snider, who spent the majority of his career with the Dodgers in Brooklyn. Ball is hit high in the inner center field. Gardner's going back along with Chris Young, and it's going to be Young who makes the catch. So Nova works his way out of a jam once again. The Rangers leave 2 men on here in the 5th. It's on to the 6th. 3-2 Yankees. Guests 14 and younger will receive a Yankees insulated lunch bag courtesy of PC Richard & Son. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com, visit Yankees Stadium ticket window. Yankee Clubhouse shops or call Ticketmaster at 877-469-9849. Chris Young takes a pitch for a ball. He's had a sac fly that put the Yankees in the lead. He'll take one here for a strike, and it's 1-1. It appears that the ball is not carrying the left field tonight. A 1-1 pitch, well out of the strike zone, 2-1. It appeared that Teixeira had gotten all of one in the second inning. And Leonis Martin jumped at the wall and pulled it back in. Ball is popped up to the right side. Moreland coming over near the dugout or the camera well and can't get it.
Yeah, Kenny, if you look up at the flags on the top of the stadium, I mean, they're pretty stiff right now. It looks like it's blowing in towards home plate, but I've been fooled here before on some balls that
you hit
that I thought I hit well, and then Will Clark, the old Texas Ranger, kind of laughing because he says everything kind of swirls in this ballpark. You don't pay attention to the direction of those flags because things can happen differently down on the field.
Strike 3 call. Chris Young caught looking. Second strikeout for Matt Harrison. You ever fool yourself the other way when you didn't think you got one and it went out?
And then all of a sudden it keeps carrying plenty of times here. I loved hitting at this park as you see the fastball again. Catches Chris Young looking. I always felt like this place, when you hit it good, you had a really good chance.
Alex Rodriguez hit enough of them here in the Texas Ranger uniform. And he'll take a pitch a little off the plate. In his career, he's hit 19 home runs against the Rangers. Ball 2-0. 19 of his 677 career home runs. To A-Rod, and he takes ball 3. Thought about it. An appeal at first. That's Andy Fletcher. And he said he didn't swing. Nova's still in the dugout, but Shreve continues to warm up in the Yankee pen. 3-0 pitch. A-Rod taken all the way. It's in there for a call strike. Alex Rodriguez's birthday. Told me the other day his daughter's going to fly in to help him celebrate. 3-1 pitch hit in the air to right field. Chu going back near the wall, and this one is gone. A home run for Alex Rodriguez on a 3-1 pitch, and the Yankees now lead 4-2. That one just got over the wall. His 24th home run of the year, and the 6th time he has hit a home run on his birthday. How about that?
Well, Kenny, we were talking about some of the swings and some of the fly balls we thought might carry out of here. I didn't think this was Alex Rodriguez and his ace swing. They just flipped it the other way on a line, and it carries out of here. Take a look at the swing in the front half. Kind of opens up a little bit. Well, maybe stayed on it a little bit more than I thought.
Well, we talked about hitting back through the middle and the other way. Now, Alex Rodriguez has the power to reach the seats the other way, as he just proved. 4-2 Yankees. Teixeira checks his swing.
A pretty good start for Alex Rodriguez on this road trip. 3 home runs Saturday in Minnesota. Another one tonight. Head down, out over the plate. And good use of his bottom half, really driving his legs down into the dirt.
How about this, Flash? He's got 18 hits in July. 9 of them are home runs. This ball's hit well to right field. Chu going back again. This time he has a beat on it near the wall and makes the catch. 2 down.
Hang with him, Mark Teixeira. Hit a deep drive to left center, a line drive to short, now a deep drive to right field. Nothing to show for it. There it is. The flags are blowing in from right field, but this ball has some carry to it as Chu going back, right in front of the wall. Alex Rodriguez going the other way on a line. I think it's safe to say right field is the place to hit it tonight, Kenny.
Here's McCann, and he takes one inside for a ball. So how about that? 6 times on your birthday you go deep. It's like a personal present. You know what I mean? Just nobody else can do it but you. Now 678 home runs in his career. Ball hit on the ground to the right side for Odor. He'll throw out McCann, and that's it. But the Yankees add another run here in the 6th inning. Alex Rodriguez against the traffic, opposite field. It's 4-2 Yankees. United Bank NA, putting the power of know-how to work for you. By your Tri-State Cadillac dealers. For exceptional summer offers, visit CadillacTristate.com. And by McDonald's. I'm loving it. Well, it hasn't cooled off much. It's still 92 degrees here in Arlington, Texas. Time for the Verizon call to the bullpen made by Joe Girardi, and he's going to go to Chase and Shreve. As Ivan Nova last 5 innings gave up a couple runs on 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. And now Joe Girardi goes to the left-hander Shreve, who's been very strong out of the Yankee bullpen this year. You see his record. His ERA, 38 strikeouts and 38 in the 3rd innings. And opponents are batting just 168, a $1.68 against Chase and Shreve. First year in a Yankee uniform has been outstanding. He'll face Josh Hamilton here as the Rangers are down by 2 here in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, I think a couple of things here. Ivan Nova gets the early hook after 5 innings. Shreve has not worked in a long time. Last game Wednesday against Baltimore, in this lineup for Texas, left-handed dominant. Shreve will get an opportunity here in the 6th.
On the ground, foul down the first base side. In front of first base coach Tony Beasley. Hamilton tonight singled and scored, drawn a walk. He's 1 for 1. Trying to shake off the rust. He had the off-season shoulder surgery. That's in the dirt. Shreve trying to entice him to swing at a bad pitch. He wouldn't go for it. Ball with 2 strikes. Young man from Las Vegas, Nevada. 2-2. Now you see those strings hanging from Shreve's glove. You know, sometimes the manager will, go to the umpire and say, look, you got to get rid of those. They're kind of flapping around, and also kind of plays with the mind of the pitcher out there. You slow him down. Shreve picks up a bunch of outs here. That's what might happen. 2-2 pitch. Hamilton hits it on the ground. Gregorius has it, and the throw is true, and there's one out.
You got to say the shifting has been effective tonight. A couple of plays. Gregorius right back up the middle.
It didn't appear that Shreve touched it, so this is going to be a straight 6-3. Right through his legs. Let's put it this way. I've seen that happen before, where a manager will go out and say, hey, look, get him to fix that glove. Like every once in a while you see with long sleeves on a pitcher. They want him to fix the sleeves. Pitch is hit on the ground. Gregorius tested again. This time on the backhand. The throw on the money. 2 up and 2 down. Fans, follow the New York Yankees wherever you are with MLB.com At Bat, the #1 app for live baseball. At Bat is up to the moment at any moment with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, StatCast, and more. Get MLB.com At Bat for your smartphone or tablet. Here's Leonis Martin. Single, stolen the base, and forced the runner. He is 1 for 2. Shreve misses high and away. It's ball 1. 2 outs, nobody on for the Rangers here in the 6th. The Yankees getting an extra run in the top half of the inning. Their 4th run on the home run by Alex Rodriguez. That's ball 2, 2-0. Two-0 count to Martin, and that is a strike. 2-1. Martin, originally from Cuba, made his way to the U.S. and to the major leagues. Had a good swing, fouled it streak back to the screen, and Shreve fights back to even the count at 2-2. As the year has gone along here, Shreve is a very quiet young man. If you're going to have a conversation with him, you're going to have to start it. The 2-2 pitch, and it's low and in the dirt. The count is full, 3-2.
It's always fun when you leave Tampa for spring training and some of the names in the bullpen that you don't know a whole lot about, and then all of a sudden guys like Jason Shreve getting an opportunity and making the most out of it.
Yankees picked him up in a trade. The Atlanta Braves. The 3-2 pitch, and it's called strike 3. Martin caught looking, and Shreve has yet another 1-2-3 inning. 2 ground outs and a strikeout. At the end of 6, 4-2 the Yankees.
Center inspired medicine. So Yu Darvish, #1 starter for the Texas Rangers. Tommy John surgery, placed on the 60-day DL and out for the season. Could miss the beginning of next year. Huge loss for the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, I was about to say that really hurt him right at the beginning of the season. In your opening day starter, and a guy you're counting on for certainly 15+ wins is out for the year, and as you said, Flash, maybe the beginning of next year.
Matt Harrison back out for the 7th inning. The Yankees lead 4-2. 94 pitches for Harrison. His last time out, he threw just over 90. Jeff Bannister, manager of the Rangers, extending him a little bit tonight. There is some action in the bullpen for Texas. Left-hander Sam Freeman getting loose out in the Rangers' pen.
Now, you met my friend Fumihiro Fujisawa in Minneapolis.
I did.
He was talking to me about Darvish's injury, and my friend is from Japan, and he was saying that in Japan they look forward to Tanaka and Darvish hooking up, and the whole country would come to a stop to watch that game. There's Sam Freeman warming up for the Rangers.
Well, we're going to have to wait a little while.
Yep.
Beltran works a walk here to lead off the 7th. They bring up Chase Headley. Chase had a base hit his first at bat. Pitching coach Mike Maddox going to come to the mound and have another conversation.
I think this is to get Freeman a few more pinches before they make a change here. Well, as you mentioned, the bottom third of the order for the Yankees has done some damage tonight, starting with Headley. Let's see if Headley goes with that approach he had the first at bat as opposed to the one he had his next at bat. And look at Headley coming on this month, Flash.
349 in July, the home run, 11 RBIs.
Now, the approach I was talking about, he had a solid line drive to right center. Harrison's done a good job of keeping the ball away from right-handed hitters tonight. A little bit of sink to it. And he lined it there for a base hit.
Headley takes first pitch strike.
I used to have the same approach against Tommy John. Trying to hit the ball through the middle, opposite field. He's going to keep the ball away, away, away. Next pitch is number 100 for Harrison.
Well, you look out over the plate. If they come inside, you just react, right? Not throwing hard enough that you really worry about it.
Yeah, it was a different approach than I had against Ron Guidry. I was just trying to get through an at bat with him. Trying to somehow possibly get on base.
The 1-1 to Headley. Play by Chirinos behind the plate.
There's that pitch away again. All 3 pitches have been well out over the plate. What Harrison wants Headley to do is try and pull the ball, hit a ground ball to short.
Only the 3rd start of the season for Harrison. Rangers extending him a little bit. Headley goes the other way. Chu after it. He lays out. He can't make the play. He'll be all the way to the wall. Beltran the 3rd. Joe Espada holds him up. The 2nd hit of the night for Headley, a double. The Yankees all set up here, 2nd and 3rd, nobody out.
Yeah, despite being ahead on the count, Headley didn't fall for it. He's going to go with it. Pitches away and moving away. It kind of sliced it. Chu with a long run cannot get there. And the Yankees are in business here in the 7th inning. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out. Well, Chu came very close. Beltran making sure it falls in before he takes off. And he'll get as far as 3rd. Headley in the 2nd with a 2-base hit. It's good hitting continues here in July.
We're going to have a pitching change. Manager Jeff Bannister going to take the ball from Harrison. The bullpen has not been a strength for the Texas Rangers. We'll see how the Yankees do against it when we come back. Diner as New York baseball great Darryl Strawberry and boxing icon Evander Holyfield make dreams come true for the youth in Yonkers. It's an all-new Wednesday night after Yankees coverage only on Yes. Pitching change here in Texas is going to be Sam Freeman. His 34th game, the ERA 3.32, hits below the innings. He's on a good run lately, .69 ERA over his last 19 games. Coming in a tough situation, second and third, nobody out. The Rangers bring their infield defense in. Gregorius first pitch swinging, a base hit into right field. Beltran's going to score, Headley behind him. And Didi Gregorius having a big night, a 2-run home run his first at bat. Now a base hit and a couple RBIs, and the Yankees extend the lead to 6-2.
Well, one thing we found out about Didi Gregorius is that he's swinging at that first thing near the strike zone. And this one might have been a little up, but he gets just enough of it to get it over the drawn-in infield. That's Odor at second. And that ball's going to drop in for a 2-run single. He now has driven in 4 runs in this ball game. And each time he got a hit, the home run in here on the single, he swung at the first pitch. Very aggressive hitter. Those runs are charged to Harrison.
Still nobody out. Brendan Ryan up at the plate. Takes a first pitch fastball for a strike.
I don't think that's what a starting pitcher likes to see. His runs given up on the first pitch, or any pitch for that matter.
Ryan with a triple his first at bat, scored a run. Sam Freeman came over here from the St. Louis Cardinals in a trade at the end of spring training.
I think he had to be pretty happy about the deal. Not leaving the St. Louis Cardinals, a great ball club, but he's from this area.
Quickly ahead in the count, 0-2, throws over to first. And the bullpen is not a strength for the Texas Rangers, although Freeman having a nice year. Well, Didi Gregorius with those 4 RBIs, now a career high. Also playing a strong game defensively. Ryan fouls off a good fastball.
Well, there are those who might tell you this is Didi's best game of the season.
You think back to the beginning month, Kenny, in April, very shaky in the field, wasn't swinging the bat that well.
Yep.
Didn't get off to a great start, but has rebounded nicely.
It's a long season.
0-2 to Ryan, hits this ball well. Center field, Martin comes in to make the play. Well, fans, the Yankees have scored 6 runs, so log on to papajohns.com tomorrow for 50% off your online regular menu price order. Use promo code Yankees6 at papajohns.com. One down will bring up Brett Gardner. Scobie Ellsbury getting the night off. Gardner slides into that leadoff spot, 0-for-2 with a walk. Another throw over to first. Gregorius, 4 stolen bases on the year, has been thrown out twice. Freeman really paying a lot of attention to Didi Gregorius. I guess he's done it all. He's hit a home run. He's played good defense. I was waiting for him to steal a base. Gregorius not running. Brett Gardner able to get out of the way.
The Yankees have 7 hits in this game, and as Flash mentioned earlier, the bottom third of the orders, we watched Gardner just duck that head out of the way. The bottom third of the order has 5 of the 7 hits. It's amazing how quickly you can move when danger is imminent.
Be a 1-0. Fouled off.
Yankees trying to make it 3 out of 4 on this road trip after winning 2 out of 3 in Minnesota. And they did that the hard way. They lost the first game in Minnesota.
Think back to that Minnesota series. They got blown out the first game. Halfway through the second game, it didn't look good. Alex Rodriguez, the 3 home runs. You're able to pick up a win on a big swing of the bat from John Ryan Murphy. The Yankees take another series. Trying to get off to a good start here in Texas tonight. Brett Gardner takes a breaking ball for strike 2.
Yesterday it was a big 6-run inning that broke a 1-1 tie. They went on to win 7-2.
Two to Gardner. Be a full count. We'll see what Joe Girardi's thinking here with Gregorius at first. Does he send him on the full count pitch? Trusting Brett Gardner to put the ball in play. Gregorius not running. Brett Gardner jammed. Andrus goes out, an easy play for him. 2 outs here in the 7th. Two down to bring another opportunity for Chris Young against the left-handed pitcher. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly, 28 RBIs.
See home plate umpire Jerry Mills trying to wipe off the eyes, keep them clear. He's got all the equipment on. Of course, the catchers get in every half inning. They're in the dugout. Home plate umpires out there all night.
Young works underneath. It'll be another pop-up. Andrus going out. 2 plays for him consecutively, but a productive 7th inning for the New York Yankees. Didi Gregorius having a big night. The Yankees lead 6-2. Pitchers, which is brought to you by Verizon Fios, the fastest, most reliable internet. For the Yankees, big question mark. We don't know who that guy is going to be yet. For the Rangers, Martin Perez, 0-1 with a 4.91 ERA. Yankees extra inning coverage on Yes After the Game, which is on FS1.
Mr. TBA.
Robinson Chirinos leading off here at the bottom of the 7th. Chasing Shreve back out there. And I guess the good news when you think about that starting pitcher for tomorrow, is it Chris Capuano? Is it Adam Warren? Is it somebody else? Yankees have not had to go to those two guys yet, so they are in play. So Yankees lead 6-2, 7 hits to 5 for the Rangers.
Well, Joe Girardi said all along it's going to depend on what happened in the previous games coming up to that start tomorrow night as to who could get the start.
Shreve quickly ahead, 0-2.
And I was asking Joe before the game flash, could Mr. TBA become something that works into the fabric of pitching saves? You understand what I mean? Where they're trying to give the rest of the guys days off. But he said, it was interesting, he said it kind of messes you up though, because you really have to hold people back. And then when the TBA pitches that day out of the bullpen, it kind of messes you up in the next game. Yeah. Now, he did say the only way it could possibly work is if you had some good people in the minor leagues you could call up and pitch on TBA's day. And then, ship them right back to the minor leagues.
Phil Klein getting loose.
And if something works for one team, you know how baseball is.
Sure.
Yeah, other teams are going to try it too. They're going to try it too.
0-2 from Shreve in the dirt, blocked by McCann. Jason Shreve has looked awfully strong tonight. His second strikeout of the ball game.
That was a split changeup that had Chirinos. Well, he needed a shovel to hit this one. Couldn't get it. Strikes out.
One down would be Rougned Odor. He's 0 for 3 after that good road trip. American League Player of the Week. He's doing a good job holding him down during this one. We'll see if Shreve can do the same. Dead ahead in the count for Shreve.
Well, we're being accustomed to seeing Shreve come in and out of the bullpen and throwing strikes, and he's doing it again tonight.
He has not worked in a while, so he should be fresh. It's always that balance for a manager, and Joe Girardi in this case, when you got guys who haven't pitched in a while, you want them to get some work. And then before you know it, they're pitching every day and they're overworked.
Ball girl's going to come into your picture here. We were watching them throw before the game. I think that's the young lady with the strong arm. Man, she can throw
Very
a baseball.
strong.
Yes. Very impressive. She should try it from 60 feet 6 inches and strike somebody out.
Shreve has struck out 2 in a row. Quickly ahead in the count here, 1-2. There's going to be another strikeout, 3 in a row for Jason Shreve.
And once again, it looked like the split change in Odor. The same treatment that Chirinos got. Going to end up blowing in the dirt. And he chases it. Looks too enticing. And the way you get hitters to chase that, you got to throw it over the plate. If you throw it outside, they're not going to chase. But it makes it look like it's a good pitch to hit, and all of a sudden the bottom falls out, hits home plate, no big deal. You want the hitters to swing at it, get themselves out.
2 down, it's going to be Shin-Soo Choo. Again, Shreve ahead in the count. 0 for 3, a fly out, strikeout, and a ground out. 12 home runs, 45 RBIs. The Yankees playing Choo to pull in the infield. Be the 23rd pitch for Shreve in the second inning of work. Check swing. Brian McCann wants a check. No swing. Look at chasing Shreve. He'd probably be a pretty good poker player, Kenny, right? Doesn't show any emotion out there.
He's from Las Vegas.
Good, bad, or indifferent, you can never tell from chasing Shreve. Behind in the count now, 3-1. Yankees lead 6-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Chu, a good swing, fouls it off. One thing we can probably figure out with Chase and Shreve growing up in Las Vegas, Nevada, the heat's not a big deal, right?
No.
91 degrees here right now, no problem. That'll be a 3-2. Shreve misses up and in. 2-out walk. Joe Girardi's going to go to the bullpen phone. As Prince Fielder settles in up at the plate. Justin Wilson looks like he's ready to go. Fielder, ground ball, strikeout, and a base hit his last at bat. He's first pitch swinging.
Now here's a guy who returns to the Texas offense. He missed just about all of last year. He had neck surgery. But you stick him in there in the 3rd spot, and he's reached safely in 87 of 96 games. Only 9 games this year he hadn't gotten on base. And he's had 1 hit tonight.
He's in the hole 0-2.
Now, I would think that Prince Fielder's a little bit more disciplined hitter than Chirinos or Odor. So maybe that split change in the dirt might not work on him. But we'll see.
He's holding his own against left-handed pitching. .289 batting average coming into this one. Hits this ball hard, it's going to hook foul.
That was more of a slider that he ripped. Yeah, this is not foul by much.
Do it again. Another 1-2 pitch from Shreve. When you think of Prince Fielder, you think big man, big slugger, but the batting average at .337. An accomplished hitter, not only with the power and the 15 home runs, high batting average, decent numbers against left-handed pitching. And another swing and a miss. Jason Shreve has struck out 4 in the 2 innings that he has worked. And more importantly, holding that lead as the Yankees lead 6-2 here in Texas. Nova was in trouble all night. In the second, he gets a strikeout after giving up a couple of runs. In the fourth, he's going to get an easy ground ball to first base, the force out at home, and then he gets Chirinos again on an easy ground ball, working his way out of trouble in the fourth. He fast forward to the fifth. The dangerous Adrian Beltre with an opportunity to do some damage. He does not, as Ivan Nova worked his way in and worked his way out of some trouble.
Eighth inning, Alex Rodriguez going to lead it off for the Yankees against the tall right-hander, 6'7" Phil Klein. Happy birthday, A-Rod. A-Rod gave himself a birthday present last time up, an opposite field home run. His 24th home run of the year. Swing and a miss here, and it's a ball and a strike on the Yankee designated hitter. Here are the numbers on Phil Klein on the year. This will be his 9th appearance. He pitched briefly for the Rangers last year, appeared in 17 games. He's given up 16 hits in 12 innings. Swing and a miss, strike 2. A-Rod will be followed by Mark Teixeira and Brian McCann here in the 8th. On our Hyundai scoreboard, Yankees are leading by a score of 6-2 as they are trying to take the opening game of this 4-game series. And the 1-2 pitch. Check swing, it's outside. Count levels, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alex is grounded to short, hit to a double play, and then hit that home run. Call, strike 3, and Alex knew it. Let's go back to the rest of the Nissan game summary. You can see the Yankees leading by a score of 6-2. Didi Gregorius, big night. Career high 4 runs batted in. A-Rod, we mentioned the solo homer, and Nova. He stands to be the winner if the Yankees can hang on here. 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, a couple of walks, and 3 strikeouts. Switch hitting to Teixeira, jumps over to the left side of the plate, and he'll take a pitch from Klein in there for a call strike. Teixeira looking for his first hit of the night, although he has hit the ball on the nose just 3 times, has nothing to show for it.
I was just thinking that 0 for 3 doesn't tell the whole story.
1-1, or make it 0-2 on Teixeira. Ground ball to the left side, and it's on by Beltre and into left center field for a base hit. Teixeira goes against the shift.
Probably the worst swing he's taken all night. He's beat with a ground or fastball, just blocks it off. Goes against the shift. You know what? He'll take it. He swung the bat well tonight. Nothing to show for it. Now at least he's got a base hit.
It goes to show you it's not how you hit it, it's where you hit it. So there it is, the base hit. He's on with 1 out. Brings up Brian McCann, who's 1 for 3. McCann has a single and 3 trips. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it off to our left, and it's strike 1. I'm sure, Flash, there'll be some questions. We saw our Nissan game summary as Justin Wilson warms up in the Yankee bullpen as to why Joe Girardi took Nova out after 5. Maybe felt he worked really hard to get his outs.
Yeah, I think that, and I think the fact that Shreve hadn't worked in a while, and I think the fact that the lineup for the Rangers is really left-handed dominant.
Ball is hit in the air, foul once again to the seats. You know what? That's something a manager thinks about before the game.
Sure.
Yeah, the game plan is, well, we'll get Nova as far as we can, then maybe we'll switch over to the lefties and jump that left-handed hitting lineup.
Pitching coaches and managers have discussions every day on who's available in that pen, who needs a day off, who you probably will try to get work. I think Shreve was in that department today.
Popped up into short right field. Going back is Odor. He calls everybody off, and Odor will put it away. So McCann's now 1 for 4. Another switch hitter comes to the plate. Carlos Beltran jumps over to the other side.
Right fielder Carlos
It was Beltran's walk in the 7th inning to start the inning, and eventually he came around to score. He went to third on the double by Headley, and both Headley and Beltran scored on a single by Didi Gregorius. Pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Headley's on deck. Another switch hitter. Luxuries for a manager. Two and 0 on Beltran. That's high for a ball. You know, with this heat here in Texas, you can see Joe Girardi giving guys days off. As Beltran draws a walk to put 2 men on with 2 outs. He had talked about it in his press conference before the game. You know, Ellsbury tonight, we know he had run into the wall in Minnesota, but the fact is, you know, he was good enough to go. But Joe gives him a day off, and you can expect maybe Beltran to get one of the next 3 games off here in Texas. So 2 on, 2 outs, and Headley to the plate. He's had a good night. He's 2 for 3. And he takes one inside for a ball. Headley batting right-handed tonight. Singled, scored, popped up, and then doubled and scored. Now we have a right-hander warming up in the Yankee bullpen. Nick Goody just called up the other day. There's a call strike to Headley. Yankees trying to tack on and put this one just about put this one away if they can. Here in the 8th inning. There's a call strike to Headley over the outside corner. Ball and 2 strikes. Pitch is looped into left center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Teixeira turns at third. He's headed home. Here comes a throw, and he's out. Leonis Martin, well, he took a home run away from Teixeira, and he's thrown him out at home plate. It remains a 6-2 Yankee lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th. There's the looper in the left center. Martin comes into your picture. Teixeira rounding third, and he is out.
field to get Mark Teixeira coming around third. See third base coach Joe Espada waving him home. I think Mark Teixeira thought he was going to score easily. Martin the strong throw, and Teixeira tries to pick it up a little bit. It's going to be a little bit too late. And Mark Teixeira not happy. I don't know, maybe with third base coach Joe Espada, but where was Gregorius telling him to slide? Showing some emotion in the dugout. Mark Teixeira heated.
New pitcher for the Yankees, Justin Wilson. And he gets Mitch Moreland to take a pitch for a called strike. Hyundai scoreboard, Yankees leading 6-2 in the bottom of the 8th inning. I think Teixeira thought he was score easily on that play.
I think when he saw Chirino set up for the play at the plate, he was surprised and tried to kick it in a little bit. It's too late.
Yankees have made defensive changes. Brett Gardner's gone from center to left. Ellsbury is now in center field, and the Yankees outfield defense is in as Chris Young has moved from left to right. Swing and a miss. A power fastball from Justin Wilson. 95 miles an hour.
What a luxury for Joe Girardi when you have a lineup in Texas that is left-handed dominant. You can bring in some relievers like Wilson and Shreve. Go right at these lefties.
Bottom of the 8th inning, 6-2 the Yankees lead. Moreland got a piece of that one, fouls it back to the screen. We see a familiar figure warming up in the Yankee bullpen right now. Hard to miss. The big man, Dellin Betances. Breaking ball misses. 2-2 on Moreland. Will be followed by Beltre and Josh Hamilton. Glass, the other day I was walking in the dugout. You know, I'm a pretty tall guy, 6'4". I was behind Betances and Michael Pineda. They were blocking out the sun. Here's a pitch, and it's low. Ball 3, 3-2. 6'8" and 6'7", and I'm behind him. Now you see Gary Tuck near Betances. He should get up on the mound next to him. That pitch is inside, and it's ball 4. Right now, let's go back to our Yes Network studios and Ryan Ruocco.
Third baseman, Adrian Beltre.
That was a matchup against the Atlanta Braves at Camden Yards tonight. So Matt Wieder's the hero. McCann have to talk to Justin Wilson. The right-handed hitting Adrian Beltre to the plate. Wilson has walked the first man he's faced. Beltre tonight hit the ball well twice, but he's 0 for 3. Veteran third baseman. Low and inside, the ball breaks off the glove of McCann. Will go back to the screen, and Moreland will move down to second base. That is a wild pitch.
Wilson coming right at him with the fastball, but erratic with his location. Gets away from Brian McCann.
Here are the standings right now in the American League East. The Yankees up by 6.5 on the Blue Jays and the Orioles. The Rays are 7 back, and the Red Sox 12. There's a pitch for a called strike. I got a question for you, Flash. Adrian Beltre is now playing in his 2,419th game as a third baseman. He's got some pretty good statistics in his career. He's hit over 400 home runs. Only one third baseman has played more games at third than him, and that's Brooks Robinson. 2,870 games. Do you think he gets some Hall of Fame love in the future?
Oh, he'll definitely be in that conversation. We'll see how much more he has left during his career.
I'm terrible with stuff like that.
You are? Well, my point is there's not that many third basemen in the Hall of Fame. You can see 18 seasons, 48 home runs with the Dodgers, 4-time All-Star, 4-time Gold Glove winner, 11 seasons with 20+ home runs. That's pretty good production. But when you think of third base, you think of guys like Brooks Robinson, Mike Schmidt, George Brett. Fouled at the plate. Eddie Matthews hit over 500 home runs for primarily the Braves. You go back a little further, you got Ty Traynor, who was with the Pirates long time ago. He wasn't the power hitter these guys were. I think people will, he'll come, you're right, he'll be in the conversation. Yep. Right now he's in the hole, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got a piece of that one and fouled it back. He doesn't get cheated when he swings. You know what's impressive? When he goes down to one knee, hits the ball out of the ballpark.
Take another look at this swing out over the plate. 96 miles an hour, able to spoil it.
You know, sometimes we come out here early and his son is out here wearing a number 29 jersey, all decked out in a Ranger home white uniform. It looked like he stuck Beltre in a dryer and he shrunk. Same swing, everything. Goes down on one knee. The long hole, the 1-2 pitch, ground ball toward short for Gregorius. Tough hop. He stays with it and throws out Beltre for out number 1. Soft hands on that play. Good night both offensively and defensively for D.D. Gregorius.
Yeah, it looks like a routine ground ball, but that kind of in-between hop. Gregorius showing those good hands. Accurate throw across the diamond.
Moreland remained at second base as it brings up the left-handed hitting Josh Hamilton. There is a called strike, 96 on the radar gun. Or was that the temperature? That's off the corner. It's a ball and a strike on the former MVP. I remember the home run hitting contest at Yankee Stadium, where Hamilton at the old stadium put on a power show. That is inside, 2-1. And he did not win it. It was Justin Morneau who won the Derby under the rules at the time. You know, the way they changed the home run derby around this year, I thought it was much more entertaining with the time limit. You just can't sit up there and take pitch after pitch. You had so much time to hit as many home runs as you could. 2 balls and a strike on Hamilton. Ball is fouled off over the Yankee dugout and back to the seats, and it's a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He got a nice pitch low and away. Hamilton is out number 2.
Wilson has been a little bit erratic with his location, not on this pitch. Down and away, just off the plate. Good look from the side of Josh Hamilton in the swing. Releases with that top hand. The pitch.
When we looked at this road trip, the Yankees, of course, going to 3 cities: Minnesota, Texas, and Chicago. This is really their last 3-city road trip. So things We mentioned the fact after Chicago, no games out of the Eastern time zone. Pitch is low and away to Elvis Andrus, low and in, I should say, ball 1. Now they do have a 3-city semi-road trip because they go to Tampa Bay, then they come to New York, but they play the Mets over at Citi Field, and then they head to Toronto. That will be in September. So a 2-city, 3-team road trip. 1-1 on Andrus. Justin Wilson looking for the 3rd out here in the 8th inning. Line drive, and he's got it. Right to Headley at 3rd base. The Rangers will strand a runner at 2nd. 8 innings have been played here at Globe Life Park. Headley with a sparkling play. Strongest fan photo, the hashtag #YesDataStrongFan, and you just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast brought to you by T-Mobile. There it is. Stacy Meacham. Smiling Yankee fans, you always like to see that. Top of the 9th. Gregorius has made Yankee fans smile tonight. He's driven in 4 of the 6 Yankee runs. Phil Klein still in there for the Texas Rangers. Top of the 9th. There it is, 2-run homer, 2-run single. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. This will be out of play, and it's 2-1. As I look out to the bullpen, Betances is not throwing any longer. So Wilson might get a chance to close it out in the 9th. Line drive. Gregorius' good night continues. A single to the opposite field, his 3rd hit of the game.
There's a really good sign right here going the other way. Gregorius having the big night, pulling the baseball early. That's the one part of his offensive game maybe he can do a little bit better. Great look on Yesmo as he stays inside and drills it the other way.
2 singles and a home run for the Yankee shortstop. Bring up Brendan Ryan. Ryan's had a triple and scored. He's also grounded out and flied out. Now we see some action in the Yankee bullpen once again. It is Nick Goody who was throwing before. Check on Gregorius at first. Goody, who had his contract selected to the major leagues on July 25th. If he gets in, it'll be his major league debut. Look out, up and in. As Ryan has to move out of the way quickly. 2 balls and no strikes.
You can see Klein is a big man. He's kind of all over the place mechanically, sometimes a little methodical. And ball up and into Brendan Ryan. A lot of moving parts.
6'7". Ground ball to the right side as the runner is on the move. Odor recovered and makes the throw. Yankees trying a little hit and run here, pick up another run. Instead, Gregorius into scoring position as Ryan grounds out.
Yeah, you don't see this very often anymore, and Ryan going out of the strike zone. A good job just to put it in play, trying to shoot one the other way. Joe Girardi gives him a little congratulations. Job well done.
Actually, it was Andrus, the shortstop, who covered, but you can see Odor was headed towards second to back up. So runner at second with 1 out. Back to the top of the order, and Brett Gardner. And that misses inside for ball 1. Gardner trying to chase home Didi Gregorius. Check swing, foul ball. Ball and a strike. Well, now Goody has company. Big man is up again. Now, if it was the other way around, we wouldn't be able to see Goody. That pitch is in there for a strike to Gardner. Goody is 5'11", but Tance is 6'8". Take him down in the low post. Ground ball to the left side. Gregorius caught in a rundown. Beltre will tag him out as Gardner's on at first on the fielder's choice. Beltre didn't hesitate. I think he heard Gregorius coming. And play will go 5-6-5 to retire Gregorius.
Well, Gregorius has had such a good night. 2-run home run, the base hit, couple RBIs, 3 hits on the night. This isn't his best moment right here. Gardner slaps it the other way right at Beltre. And you're right, no hesitation, goes to the shortstop, back to the third baseman, and a base running mistake.
So 2 outs, Gardner at first. Chris Young will get another opportunity. He's 0 for 3 with a sac fly and a run and an RBI. And that pitch is high and away for a ball. You know, just as when you're on second base, you're taught to see where the outfielders are playing. You should also look around and see where the infielders are playing. So when the ball's hit, you have a pretty good idea if somebody's going to be able to make the play. Check swing. It's a strike to throw to first. Not in time.
I was watching Chirinos throw in between innings, and this kid's got a cannon. And he shows it off right here. From his knees, a snap throw right on the money.
Kind of reminds you of the days of Pudge Rodriguez here in the Texas uniform. He liked to show off that arm. Tag is just late from Moreland. There's the oven mitt on the left hand of Brett Gardner. That's when he slides head first. That's the hand he reaches for the bag with, the left hand. He's not going, and the pitch is a ball. Chris Young ahead on the count, 2 balls and a strike. Gardner's been stalled at 15 stolen bases for a while. He's only been caught 3 times. Not going. Pitch is fouled back. Young had one of his best swings of the night. It's 2-2.
Take another look at that swing. A fastball up and in. He just pulls his hands in close to his body, and a pretty good pass.
Gardner's on the move. The pitch is lined into left field for a base hit. Gardner's going to have to stop at second. The ball was hit so hard by Chris Young, and Young has his first hit of the night.
Young, who just beats up left-handed pitching, does it against a right-hander, extends the inning, and gives Alex Rodriguez another shot at it on his birthday. Gardner on the move, hard line drive to left field.
Good quick swing, wasn't it? Not much wasted motion. Here's A-Rod, 1 for 4, but the one was an opposite field home run. At the time, it gave the Yankees a 4-2 lead. Mike Maddox have to talk to Phil Klein. A-Rod was the first man that Klein faced coming out of the bullpen last inning, and he struck him out looking. Alex still has some fans here in Texas. Two on, 2 out. And it's ball 1.
Alex didn't look real comfortable the first time he faced Klein. Looked like he was having a tough time picking up the slider. Ended up striking out.
And this time there's 2 men on base. A chance to do some damage here. There's a call strike, 1-1. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, kind of jumping away from that slider. Doesn't look like he's picking it up out of his hand. We'll see if he makes an adjustment.
Not a big break on it, just a little movement, just enough. 1-1 pitch. There's a slider, and he goes around 1-2. You don't see this very often. You see this from Adrian Beltre. Alex will lose the appeal. Ball is hit slowly towards short. Andrus only play as the first, and he makes it, and the Yankees will leave 2 men on here at the top of the ninth. On to the bottom of the ninth. Yankees could put this one away. 3 against these Texas Rangers. Complete coverage starts at 7 with the Audi batting practice today. And the Tri-State 4-3 game. That's only on Yes. Tanaka's been pitching well lately. Speaking of pitching well, you can see him on the mound. There's Alex Rodriguez trying to make fans here. Or make friends, I should say. He does that just about everywhere. Gives away the batting gloves. Keeping some of the youngsters happy with an A-Rod souvenir. There he is, Dellin Betances. Speaking of pitching well, he's coming in and trying to pick up the last 3 outs. This will be his 47th appearance. The numbers are staggering. 83 strikeouts and 52 in the 3rd innings. First pitch is outside, ball 1 to Leonis Martin. Martin is a threat to bunt. Headley's in on the grass. Teixeira even with the bag at first base. That is in there for a strike. 95 miles an hour. Martin 1 for 3. Stolen base, run batted in. Drove in a run in the 2nd inning. Two balls and a strike. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. For Chirinos. That is ball 3. Tomas Tellis. Let me run that one back. Tomas Tellis. That is high, and it's ball 4. So Betances walks Martin and brings up Tellis.
It's not what you're looking for if you're Dellin Betances coming in with a 4-run lead.
Fans after the game, stay tuned for the WB Mason post game as Ryan Rucco recaps the key plays. Meredith Morakovitz has the clubhouse reaction, and you'll hear Joe Girardi's manager's report. It's all coming up on the WB Mason post game right here on Yes. Here's Tellis. Chirinos, while he was in there, was 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. So Betances walks the first man. The Yankees are not holding Martin on at first. And the first pitch misses, ball 1. Andrew Miller getting the heat up. The Yankee closer. Martin's on the move. The Yankees are going to let him advance. There's a call strike to Tellis. And Martin will advance to second on defensive indifference.
I'm sure Brian McCann going out there talk about the signs with the runner at second base. Didi Gregorius part of the conversation so he can get on the same page.
So Martin now at second with nobody out. And a 1-1 count on Tellis. So Tellis take a glance at first base. Teixeira's back. Could it be thinking? Laying one down. Nope. He takes. It's inside. 2 balls and a strike. They're early going here. Betances is having trouble finding the strike zone. There's one in the easy pass lane. Strike 2.
We got a little help right there. At least going out of the strike zone. Look like this ball is down. Did Dellin Betances a favor.
Ground ball to the left side for Headley. Checks the runner at second. Throws the first. 1 out. The Rangers down to their last 2 outs here tonight. Tellis grounds out. Now we jump back to the top of the order. And Odor. Rugnet tonight is 0 for 4. We told you he came in here red hot on the road trip. 400 on the road trip with 3 doubles, 3 triples, and 4 home runs. That's a road trip. Strike one call from Betances. 98. He's starting to heat up. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. 0-2. You know, flashes. I've watched Betances over the last couple of years as we take a look at this pitch that Odor is going to chase. It appears to me he could not be a pleasant at bat if you're right-handed or left-handed. First of all, you stand out there like man mountain. It's like you're in the bottom of the well looking up and he's looking down at you.
Yeah, it's all about angles, right? I mean, coming right down at you. 6'8" off the mound. Forget about the velocity and the break on the pitch. It's just tough to pick up the baseball coming out of his hand.
0-2 pitch, and that misses inside. 1-2. Yankees trying to pick up their 56th win of the year against 42 losses. They would go a season high 14 games over 500. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He got him. The throw to first to complete the strikeout. And that goes as a strikeout. 2-3 on the putout. And the Rangers are down to their last out.
That's more like it. You see the field right on top of you. The big break, and Odor misses by a bunch. So Betances, who struggled a little bit early in this inning, starting to figure it out.
Here comes Chu. And Chu tonight has walked in 4 trips. He's 0 for 3. You know, when you're trying to win a division, you start off, you try and get 5 games over 500. Then next you're shooting for 10. The next is 15. And once you get 20, you can start thinking about it. You get 25 over, you're definitely going to be in the playoff picture, or certainly near it. 1 ball, no strikes on Chu. Ground ball towards first. It's a fair ball. Teixeira has it. Betances covers, and there's your ball game. Chu is retired 3-1, and the Yankees put this one into the win column by a score of 6-2. Didi Gregorius with a big game. 3 hits, a career high 4 runs batted in. Nova's the winner, Harrison the loser. The time of a ball game about 3 hours and a minute, as the Yankees are now 3 out of 4 on this road trip. 2 out of 3 in